guys.
She is 21. She is amazing. You're going to absolutely love hearing from her today. We're so excited to have her. So y'all clap, put your hands together. Oh, is that good?
So I hope you guys like.
You're going to be clapping more, right? I'm going to finish my own.
Okay.
Oh, encore.
Can we get the pick?
Well,
Ladies
you'll
first,
see.
right?
Yeah.
Whoa, patience, everyone. Patience.
Okay, so first, I'm Denali. You can call me D, you can call me Allie, whatever comes out of your mouth, it's fine. So I'm 21, as Lacey said. I started my first business when I was 12, and it epically failed. And then I started my second business when I was 17, and that failed as well. And then I am now 21, and I do digital marketing, so that includes websites, Facebook, social media. So that is what I'm going to help show you guys today. But first, I understand that you guys have a project that you have to.
Yes, they will start the projects after you.
Okay.
Talk. Yes.
So they pick something, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We haven't let them do that yet.
But we can do that.
We
We're
can
going to help you with that.
Let's do it right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Alright, so y'all are going to be divided into teams. So right now, when I say your team name, y'all go ahead and get together. So Aaliyah and Jeremiah, y'all are together. So Lennon, come sit here. And you can sit where Lennon's at. And it'll be Lennon, Maya, and Terry on a team. Okay? Y'all pick a number between 1 and 10. I'm going to tell Miss Carla what my number is. Okay? Okay? Miss Carla knows what my number is. So y'all pick a number between 1 and 10. This is to choose your project. 8.
Strong 6.
6. What was it, Miss Carla?
3.
We went.
3. So y'all get to choose first. So you get to choose between an arcade or a clothing store.
Arcade.
So y'all choose together. Y'all have to choose together.
Discuss it and choose.
Yeah.
Arcade and
Arcade. She said arcade.
Y'all gotta stop tripping on my accent.
The Louisiana.
Y'all playing too many games on me this week.
yeah.
I got roasted for saying clothes yesterday.
We'll do arcade.
Arcade. So y'all got the clothing store. Or
Are you guys okay with movies?
because we have another option.
What is
the other option?
You want to throw it out there?
Yeah.
So we have a restaurant too.
No.
Clothing store.
Okay.
Y'all want the restaurant or the arcade? Arcade.
Okay.
Boom.
Arcade and clothing
Awesome.
store.
All
So
right.
now you know.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask you some questions. I totally forgot my note. I'm a hot mess. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions about social media to see if you actually know how many people are on social media and how often they are and the platforms that businesses use. And if you get the question close to correct or correct, you get candy and you get a pick. Okay.
My goodness.
That's not fair.
This whole pile of candies.
Huh?
I've had a phone for a year.
bad
I
Guess.
know what people talk about.
Guess.
Word of mouth international.
I'll tell it. When I give you guys the questions, I'll let you know, okay? You can't cheat. Alright.
Yeah, be careful with Terry.
How many Facebook users are there?
How many people in America are there?
Okay.
Don't
Anyone
answer
else?
with a
Anyone else?
question. How many old people are there?
Yeah, exactly.
6 million.
6 billion.
I'm gonna say 2 billion.
2?
2 billion.
2 billion?
Yeah, I go with 2 billion.
2 billion?
50 million.
Worldwide.
50 million.
I'm going with 50.
3 billion.
3 billion. You two are the closest, so you guys pick.
No, the Starbucks are gone.
The actual is 1.1 billion people are on Facebook. We're a little up there.
Sit back.
So keep in mind there are only about 7 billion people in the world. So for future reference, so 6 is way too high, okay? How many people on Facebook interact monthly. So how many people monthly are using Facebook?
999 million.
Nine, okay.
I get that one off.
Well, I think you really just messed that up. It's okay.
500 million? Million or billion? Million, okay.
Yeah, I'd say somewhere in the middle. Yeah, 500.
500?
18 or 17.
I think I'm 50%, like.
Yeah, 50%.
Yeah.
Okay. 700 million.
I'm gonna go 300 million.
300 million. So every month there is 1.65 billion interactions on Facebook. So you were the closest. What was your number?
999.
Oh, he was close.
Million.
Were you a million or
Yeah,
thousand?
million.
Million? Alright, pick a candy.
I can't reach.
So what that means is that there are 1.1 billion people on Facebook. That means they have an account. Whether they use it or not, that's not in the number. But interaction means that they are actually on their Facebook, they're using it, they're liking, posting, commenting, sharing. And the importance of that number is that every month, that's the interaction you're going to get. So when you're in business, it's important to understand. Sure, there might be 1.1 billion users, but there's 1.65 billion interactions, and that interaction part is so much more important to a business than the actual users, because you may not have a phone, but you might. And if you're on your phone every day, then I can market to you all day long. And you may not subconsciously know that, oh, I'm seeing the same ad over and over and over again. But I'm never going to market to you. But since you were on your phone tens, hundreds times a week, a month, I'm going to finally get you to buy something of mine. And that's the intention, is that the constant interaction with you, with each and every one of you, is what is so important to a business. Okay, does that make sense? Do you have questions? Okay, so we're going to move on to Instagram. How many users are on Instagram? What?
800 million. No.
How many?
Dang, you got my answer too. We'll go with 700 million. Well, no, 750. That'd be, yeah, 750 million.
Okay.
Yeah, you took my 800, so.
No.
900 million? 800 million?
I'm gonna go 890 million.
Okay, so 800 million is the exact answer. How many?
Wow.
I got seven, right, go, I got 700. I got
No,
750.
they got it both correct, exactly, so you can pick your candy.
Correct.
So, how many interactions are on Instagram every month?
650.
650
No.
million?
Why would I say
900
million?
million.
900 million?
700 million.
700 million? 65 million? Or 650 million?
Yeah, 50.
Somebody already say 750.
You can still say.
750 million. Yeah, say that.
What was your number?
700.
700, what was your number?
800.
800? What was your number?
650.
650? You are the closest, it's 300 million interactions a month. So it's much lower than Facebook.
He said the
So,
same thing as me.
oh, you did? Okay, yep, you get candy as well.
I'll eat all that though.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take it home. You don't have to.
So, the reason why when a business goes, oh, I need to be on Facebook, is for that exact reason. Because the interaction that you have on Facebook is far past anything you're gonna get on any other social media. And Instagram is number 2 in the list of social media. So all the others, you're gonna reach people, but in the big scheme of things, you're not gonna reach as many people. So we're gonna be done with our little stats game. And I want you, when we talk about social media, we look at things like this image up here. And this image was pulled off of Instagram. Now, to you, you're gonna see a little boy, a mom and a dad, and a great scene of Italy while they're having a picnic. But this is actually a business for this family. Both him and his wife are lifestyle bloggers. This is an entire business that they have on social media. And so the reason why this picture is so important is because that picture right there is making them money and is telling a story about why you should be a part of their story. And so on social media, it is extremely important in everything you write and in everything you post that you are telling a story through your picture. So I'm sure you've all heard a picture is worth 1,000 words. On social media, it is worth 10,000 words. It's worth more than anything you can put in words. So I'm going to show you a few pictures, and I want you guys to kind of tell me what story you see when I show you the picture, okay? So this is kind of hard, but what do you see here? What story do you get? You have no context, you don't know what this is for, but you can clearly tell that it's a dinner on a wood table. So what's the story?
Like a restaurant. I'd say like people having a nice dinner at a nice fancy restaurant.
Okay. Anybody else have a story to go along with this picture?
I think it's like a friendly dinner just because it looks like it's 3 people.
A friendly dinner, okay. Are you seeing that third plate up in the corner?
Yeah.
Is that okay? What do you think?
It looks like just like a restaurant.
It just looks like a restaurant?
And because you can just tell by like how they got the knives and the forks like that. It looks professional.
Okay. Anybody else? What does this story tell you? Or what is this picture? What's the story in this picture?
Yeah, it look like a restaurant.
Looks like a restaurant. So at first you think this is a restaurant. It's just a dinner. This picture was actually a sequence of 2 pictures, and it was about when this young girl was telling her parents that for the first time she's going to have a baby. So you don't know that unless you read past the picture. So, and that is the point in business marketing on social media, is that your picture, as simple as a dinner, actually tells an entire story behind it. So if you're an arcade and you post a picture of the cool Pac-Man, game thing that you play, having just that picture is great, but if you're able to develop your entire brand and your entire story behind this one picture, then that's going to push it a lot further. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to show you another one. Okay, so what does this picture tell you? What story do you get here? What do you think?
It's like a nice flower shop.
Okay. Anyone else?
It's like getting ready for a wedding or something, or like a baby shower.
Okay. Yeah, baby shop.
I think it's some kind of like maybe like vintage decor like shop just because it's vintage a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot of blue, so I'm going for like a baby shower, or like someone's telling everyone that their baby's a dude. You have nice boy coming along.
Yep. So you guys are actually all very close. So this is a flower shop. It also has a gift shop attached to it. She's a small business owner, and her son just had a baby boy, and so they decked the entire store out in blue, and this was one of their tables that they had. They serve this vintage sort of stuff, so you guys are all very close. And so are you guys getting that these pictures are telling this big story? And so when you're a clothing store, your t-shirt should be telling this much bigger story. It shouldn't just be about t-shirts, because you can't, there's 1,000 different t-shirts, and your t-shirt needs to be very different. Okay? So what about this one?
Not one in a picture.
What does this picture tell you? What's this story?
Birthday party.
Birthday party?
Yes.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Some kid's birthday, he's getting ready to.
Maybe like when I was like his parents or grandparents, like friendlies or something.
Okay.
I just said like a random one.
No. What do you think?
I don't know.
I guess a birthday.
A birthday? birthday. Okay, so you were a little off, but still close. It is a celebration. He got one of his back teeth finally grew in, and so they were celebrating the fact that his teeth didn't hurt, and now he can have some ice cream. And so this picture is actually for a restaurant out here in Virginia, and so these sort of photos are what they use to promote their business, because that smile on that boy's face do all of you want to go and eat that milkshake?
Well, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. So by posting this photo for a business, it makes every single one of you want to go, because you see how happy that boy is? And don't you want to be that happy when you look at your milkshake? So that is what the business is thinking when they're doing that. All right, I've got 2 more. This one's hard. Does anybody know?
Fashion magazine.
Fashion magazine?
Yeah, trying to get people to buy their stuff.
Okay.
I think it's looking through like the different trends of in the past, the
Okay.
decades and stuff.
Okay. Anybody else? So this picture is actually from a company called Good American, which is owned by Khloe Kardashian, who's the sister of Kim Kardashian. And they just launched their athletic apparel clothing line. And so their review is actually in there when you like zoom in really close. I can't remember which paragraph it is. But this entire picture, and there's no clothing, like no athletic clothing on that picture. But the point is that you're now taking something as simple as leggings and tennis shoes, and you're making it fashionable and friendly. And so with you guys as a fashion line, or with a retail store, it's not about the clothes. I mean, they do play a big part in it. What it's about is the story behind the clothes. So for example, do you guys know the company Tom's Shoes? So every time you buy a pair of their shoes, they give a portion of the shoe cost to a charity. And so that is their whole story, their whole brand. So when you're a retail store, when you have that story to build your brand, that is what is pushing you on social media. And when you're on social media, pushing that story and pushing that entire message through is what we want to do. So this is the last one, and then I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let you guys talk. So what does this tell you? Vacation?
Probably like a couple going on vacation, or it's probably like a vacation spot, like advertising or something.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it reminds me of Greenland or something.
Okay. I can see that.
I feel like she's about to get proposed to or something.
Yeah.
Looks like something like romantic almost. So.
I can see like that happening, like the whole book.
So you're actually right, Lacey. This is a picture of this woman. This was the photo her now fiance took right before he popped the question to her on the boat in the middle of the lake. And so she is a lifestyle blogger as well. I follow a lot of them. And so this photo is used to build her brand and build who she is. She does travel, but it was a point in her life, and this was the photo that he took. So it wasn't like, a standard, oh, here's my ring, you know how the women put their ring up at some fancy place. It's actually the last photo he took before he proposed.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So do you see how a photo as simple as some mountains and a girl on a boat can actually tell this story behind it? And so in business, this is extremely important, because if something is common as a retail store or a restaurant or a dentist office, you have to find something to separate yourself apart from everyone else. So having these photos that are really important and are telling a true story is what pushes your brand and your image forward. So we're gonna play this fun game. Well, I came up with it, so it may not be that fun. But this is a dummy Facebook account that I use when I help people try to understand how to use Facebook. And so this is Frank's Pizza Parlor. I don't know Frank, and if there is a Frank's Pizza Parlor, somebody wants to start Frank's Pizza Parlor, he kind of is out of luck because I already did. So what we're going to do is you're going to come up with some words that when you think of Frank's Pizza Parlor, what do you think of? And you can just make it up. You think of pizza?
I think of my stepdad.
Your stepdad? Okay, so maybe family.
Yeah.
What are some other words to think of? You can think outside the box there. Do you think of anything? When you hear Frank's Pizza Parlor, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? And you can come up with it, invent it.
Drippy, melty cheese. And
Melty cheese.
grease just slathered all over the pizza.
Grease, okay. Good words.
Thin crusted.
Thin? Okay. So we thinking a New York, is it New York style? In the New York style? Okay. New York style pizza.
Garlic crust, like how Domino's has it.
Okay.
Garlic bread.
Garlic.
What about Amiens?
Yeah.
Very casual.
Casual. What do the
Jukebox.
jukebox? What do the tables look like? You know, think everything down to checkered.
Nice circular checkered table with an ice cream store right next to it.
Wood. Okay.
Ice cream store
Red
next to it.
chairs.
Red chairs.
He keeps saying ice cream next to it.
An ice cream store right next to it.
Ice cream store next to it. Alright, what else? What does the lighting feel like? What music are we playing? Who comes there? Who do you take there?
No, we're playing like some
Italian.
like screaming dog music.
Italian.
Some like heavy
Italian?
metal music in the background.
Okay.
You
What
just
did
scaled it up that casual way.
Yeah. What else? How's the lighting? Is it bright? Is it dim? Is it dark? Are there sparkly lights? Dim. What else?
But it's not like super dim, like
You can still see
like,
the
yeah, just to
pizza.
see people, but not to see like other people eating.
Okay. I'm gonna put mildly dim. Not really dim, but we're not
Brightly dim.
brightly dim. I like that better. It's so fun. Who do you take there with you?
Family.
Family?
You don't go on a date to pizza. That's so weird.
So
It's
no-
all sloppy.
You don't go on a date for pizza?
No.
Well.
Then you
You go to like Mellow Mushroom for a date.
Yeah, I can
Isn't
see
that
that.
pizza though?
No, you can get other stuff too. They do have Mellow Mushroom is like
That's
classic.
nice.
No.
It's like it is.
Yeah,
So we're gonna do
Jeremiah's so logical.
No, it's not.
Is it small? Is it big? Is it
It's like the size of this room.
Small size.
small?
Yeah, carry it.
Humble size.
Okay.
Like homey.
Humble size.
Homey.
That is kind of cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah, like $2 for the pepperoni.
Cheesy. I get it. See.
$2 pizza.
Oh,
I'll be there every night.
What's the name for it? $2
I'll be
pizza.
there every night.
What do you think?
I don't know, like you stole my words when you guys talking about Italian and all that, so I don't know.
pasta,
Pasta?
Salad.
Salad?
macaroni and cheese.
They're gonna mac and cheese?
And he sells spaghetti, like spaghetti too.
That's what pasta is.
No, wings.
Oh,
They sell
I
wings.
covered it.
They sell
They
wings?
sell wings at pizza places.
Okay.
Mozzarella sticks.
Mountain Dew?
Mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks?
I think there's tablecloths on the tables.
Tablecloths? Okay, so a cheap place with tablecloths.
I think of like
A cheap date.
Are they linen or vinyl?
Yeah, are your wood tables
Linen
covered?
or vinyl?
It was like, this is the best $2 date I've ever been
Alright,
on.
are we Coke? Are we Pepsi?
I was just about to say that. I don't know about y'all, but every pizza place I've ever been to has Pepsi and not Coke.
You.
Okay.
You don't like Pepsi?
I'm from the South. I don't like anything.
Fountain
Pepsi.
drinks.
I love Pepsi. Pepsi's the best.
Pepsi.
Pizzazz. Pizzazz.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea. Yeah, the
Hallelujah.
South, honey. You have to have some sweet tea.
Hallelujah.
Alright, what else? We've got Pizza family melty cheese, grease, thin crusted Italian style pizza, garlic crust, garlic bread, casual jukebox, checkered tables, wood tables, red chairs, ice cream store next to it, classical music Italian, brightly mildly dim,
We have identity issues.
big, small, homey, cheap, pasta, salad, mac and cheese, wings, spaghetti, Mountain Dew, mozzarella sticks, tablecloths, fountain drinks, Pepsi, sweet tea. What do you got?
Pasta salad.
Pasta salad. Okay.
See, they're
See,
both
that's
next to each other, but now they are each other.
Who did that made it, that made it better.
So who owns this place? Is it
Me.
mom and pop? A family? How big is this family?
Corporate.
Lonely old guy.
Corporate.
With a mustache.
Big,
Yeah.
lonely,
Old guy.
old party.
With a gray mustache. With a gray mustache. And like the little curl makeup.
Oh God.
He's like, he speaks Italian, he's like, Italiano pizza. Yeah.
All his employees hate him. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Staff would be like, good people to like try and get to know their customers, like they call you by your first name when you walk in.
Yes. But they like have your number saved. So when
Yes.
you call, they're like,
That's,
is
yeah,
it
it's a
the
little
regular order?
Okay, so it's very friendly staff. What else?
Arcade games.
No uniforms. They don't have uniforms. They just
Yeah, they
casual. Like t-shirts and jeans.
Yeah.
Virginia casual.
T-shirts that say Frank's Pizza on them.
It's like Geno's. That's what I'm
I feel like those are hats though.
They wear hats.
They should wear the Italian chef hats, like the big ones.
That's cute.
That's like all they can wear, other than like like pants and stuff. Like
They have
that's
somebody
all they
tossing
can.
the
There's a
dough.
ratatouille restaurant.
Yes. Toss the dough. What else?
Oven cut or like stove oven.
Like a stone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the big,
one.
Like
With big
paddles,
wooden
yeah.
thingies that they put the thingy on.
I just
They
said that.
put-
I
Pizza paddle?
too late.
Yeah.
pizza paddle.
You know what? I said elaborate.
What about karaoke?
Bet.
Karaoke.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm a great singer.
Some karaoke.
Yep. And karaoke.
Recording what? Give me the mic.
But isn't it? Oh, there's already a jukebox though.
Yeah, we can
You can do that.
Italian karaoke.
I don't know anybody who should go.
Oh, okay. Maybe. How long does it take a long time? Does it take a long time to get your food?
Yes, it's all authentic and oven cooked. You know, in the stove oven takes very long, like 5 minutes.
Very long.
Okay.
That's very long. Okay.
So long.
Okay.
When you're waiting to get this amazing pizza that we're creating, it's the longest amount of time ever.
Because it's just so good.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Take
So,
one bite
what
to
are
the
It's
some
worth the what? Oh, wait a minute.
No, worth
Write
the-
advertising for you.
What are some words you're going to use to describe the pizza or the wings or the pasta
Greasy
salad?
delicious.
Greasily delicious.
Delicious.
Scrumptious.
Greasily, like with the L.
Scrumptious. Alright, excuse my bad spelling.
Like the Lucky Charms.
Greasily
delicious.
Grease.
With the L. That's the L.
Greasily.
Like it's the Lucky Charms commercials. Greasily delicious.
Okay. Greasily
You gotta make
delicious.
it sound awesome.
Okay. What else? What other words? How do you going to describe your wings?
The bomb.
Dry rub.
Saucy.
Hot? What else? Everyone has hot wings. You have to set yourself apart.
Okay,
Think
you
of
can
your
stop now.
favorite wings ever, and what do they taste like?
I mean, Parmesan garlic, that's probably.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm bowling right now.
Oh, my mozzarella sticks. Like garlicky. Huh? The marinara sauce in there.
Now, do you have a thick breading for your mozzarella
Oh.
sticks?
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of cheese where you can like choke on
I
it?
was just about to say, yeah, like enough cheese, like where you can bite it wrong, and it's like stuck in your throat. So you're like sitting there, like having a panic attack, thinking you're about to die.
Okay, enough cheese to choke.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, bring customers in, right?
Absolutely. Come here, you can choke on our cheese.
I would go.
Well, if you warn them, then they shouldn't, because you're letting them know they gotta take small bites.
Okay.
This spreadsheet.
This stops you from getting sued. It's literally in the title.
Door on the, or sign on the door, please don't choke on our cheese.
Small bites, please.
What else? How's the pasta salad described?
Moist.
Forgot I
Oh,
had-
yeah.
yeah, moist.
Who likes
Oh.
pasta salad?
I like pasta salad.
Okay.
Get like nice Alfredo if you want. It's like, you got your penne noodles, your bow ties, whatever. Moist.
Okay, so think more adjectives.
Delicious. Right?
We
That's
definitely
adjective.
have that word. Think of some other adjectives to go that
Juicy.
How would you say that?
flavorful,
Fatto.
flavorful,
Groovy.
groovy. Okay.
Groovy jukebox.
What are some other adjectives?
Slamming.
Homey.
Lit.
She put lit up there.
Why?
Maybe like tender.
Tender wings.
Cause that's what we said.
What are some adjectives that describe Frank's Pizza Parlor?
Parlory. Cool.
Smells divine.
Fancy.
But we're not fancy. We buy
Yeah,
good
$2
first.
Casual, fancy, we've gone for casual.
What about
fancy,
fresh?
Classical.
Organic?
Now we're
No.
advertising to hipsters with all those
Well, we got
words.
some vegan. Are we not vegan?
No.
Gluten free.
We're vegan?
No.
Hey, we need to be gluten
By
free.
request.
But we totally can do gluten free.
What is
Yeah.
gluten?
Request.
What is gluten in the first
Gluten-free.
place?
You want, you want,
Organic.
yeah.
Like
It's like
some
some
people
stuff.
are allergic
Authentic.
Stuff food.
Authentic, that's good.
What is
No, music thing sounds stupid.
What
Original?
Original.
No, like this stuff.
Oregano.
That's in like.
Any other words?
I don't know what it is.
Extra. Extra. I'm gonna put extra. Okay.
Something that's it.
So, the point of this is when a business has to think about who they are, they usually are told, oh, we need to come up with a mission statement, you need to figure out who you are. So this is a really easy, way to think about who you are. So, you serve pizza, clearly.
Hi Brian, this is Brian, and he's a photographer, so he's just gonna take some professional pictures. I'll win you after that.
So you're a pizza place that's for the family. You have melty cheese, grease, thin crust. Is New York style and thin crust the same thing?
No.
No?
No,
Alright, but you have both?
because we have both.
Okay.
We're the best.
Got vegan.
Now you have a casual atmosphere with checkered tables that are wood.
And I've got tablecloths.
Do those, and you have tablecloths. Do you think that is, casual?
Yes, checkered wood tables. Very casual.
Checked tables.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spell
checked
my-
table.
Yeah. I might be 21, but my spelling is still I'm 4.
Checkered.
Let's get rid of the wood tables.
Wood tables? Yeah, because I don't think you want to eat at a picnic table, do you?
No.
Oh, you know what they have? They have
Polished.
like chess tables outside.
Gotta think on
I have a question. Those checker tables, they have like that weird polishing stuff on it, you know?
Okay.
It's like not glass, because,
Laminate.
yeah.
Checkered
Very
table
thick laminate.
slash wood polish. Okay.
Oh, I could have smiled.
There's no more cheesy.
Polyurethane.
Polyurethane.
You want her, yes,
Everyone looking and smiling.
yes.
Do I have to be in?
Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah. No.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Awesome.
Alright, so you have red chairs with your checkered wood polished tables. Nice, was that you? You the wood polish? Good idea.
Fancy wood polish.
You play classical Italian music, you're brightly dimmed, we already said you're for the family. You're humble size, you're homey, dates are allowed because you sell pizza.
That's right.
You have cheap $2 pizza. You sell salad, pasta, mac and cheese, wings, spaghetti.
Dipping down your face.
You're definitely a Pepsi person.
Yeah, take away that Mountain
You don't have tablecloths because you now have polyurethane tables.
Oh, she took away your Mountain Dew.
Well, Pepsi is Mountain Dew.
Pepsi products.
Pepsi products, yeah. So, who owns it? Big old guy or family?
Family.
One big old guy who is a fam.
Alright, do they speak Italian?
Yes.
No.
No.
It's owned by a family, but the person who runs it and who manages it is the big old guy with the gray mustache. He's always there. He's always making the pizzas. He's always like talking to customers.
Okay, so we've got big
I
old
thought all his
guy
employees hated him.
runs it. But who's his
But
family?
he got the gray mustache.
Okay, and the mustache.
Don't forget the mustache.
And mustache. Okay, mustache.
Mustache.
Does he have a wife?
No.
Does he have
Yes,
kids?
he does. He has. No, he doesn't have a wife, but he has kids.
How does he have a family if he has no?
He's a widow.
He's a grandpa.
He's a
Grandpa, right, with the gray mustache.
Yes.
That's
Can his name be Charles?
Okay, his name is
That's
I'm sorry.
Alright, what else?
No, Frank was his
That's
dad's name.
Yeah, where's, this is
Sorry.
Frank's piece of parlor. Alright, so is this Frank? This is Frank?
His son's name is Charles.
Charles is the son.
Monique.
And
Monique
he
is
is,
the daughter.
and he's married to Monique.
Yeah.
That's really
And they have 3 kids.
Monique is MONIQ, isn't it? Q. Yeah, QUE.
You're a good speller.
Let's eat, but I can't.
M-O-N.
I'll tell you what I
Yeah, probably. How embarrassing is this? Okay. Charles, son, and Monique, they have 3 kids. Do they go to Italy? Or are they just Italian?
They can go to Italy once every 4 years because they gotta run a business. So.
And whenever they go to Italy, they post Facebook pictures of the entire family, and all except Frank are holding up little mustaches.
Monique and Charles got engaged in Italy.
Their family travels to Italy.
Post photos on Facebook.
And they live in Venice.
Hold up mustache. Live in Venice. Alright.
Boy.
What a life.
What a life. This sounds like, Frank sounds great. Alright, the staff is, we'll call you by your first name. They're friendly. There's arcade games. There's no uniform.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What if I'm older than the staff? I can't have some youths calling me by my name. Like, they don't even know that I'm called Eugene. They call me
Mr. Eugene.
I'm not okay with that. That's my
What
first
about
name.
Mr. Frank?
I'm down with that. Mr. Frank.
And
My name
Mr.
is
Charles?
Eugene.
No, my name isn't Eugene.
Oh.
And Miss
It's the first
Monique.
name that came to my head.
Alright, are they wearing chef hats?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do those.
No, they're wearing like the ratatouille hats. Like.
Yes.
No, they trying to carry trays. They can't be doing that. I've been down that road before.
Okay, they toss generally have a stone oven. Are they karaoke in Italian?
Yeah. It's Italian karaoke.
Okay.
No, it's German.
Fast, authentic food, so good, worth the wait. Alright. And the words you're going to use to describe parts of the food are greasily delicious,
Yes.
scrumptious.
Scrumptious.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
Your hot wings are Parmesan garlic.
Can we put the bomb?
They are garlicly,
bomb diggity.
enough cheese to choke, stretchy cheese.
Diggity.
Moist, bursting with flavor, delicious, juicy, flavorful, gooey, stretchy, slamming, homey, lit, tender wings, fancy, vegan, fresh, gluten-free, organic, authentic, original, extra, extra. Alright,
Pizza.
so now do you guys kind of have like an idea of like what Frank's is like? So you just kind of created your own little fake, let me change this picture. So, this is Frank. this guy right here.
He has a mustache.
He has a mustache.
Hey, I
Okay,
do it.
good.
That's Frank.
I told you the little curly, little Italian mustache.
Okay, so now you're a business, and you're Frank's, and you came in to help Frank market his business. What are you gonna do? Do you have any idea? Do you know what type of post you're gonna write? Do you know what type
Eat
of
my
post?
food or we'll find you. We'll find where you live.
Okay,
That's
maybe
what
a different route. Eat my
Correct.
food, or
Correct,
we
don't worry.
are going to find you.
That's what you're arrested.
Okay.
And put it like the nicest kind of color, you know? Make the letters like a nice calm orange or something.
You want orange, like this?
That's red.
Okay.
Like that.
Do that or, yeah.
That one?
Yeah, like a sunset. Yeah, like that. Like
Eat
a
my
sunset.
food, or we're going to find you. Okay, so
No.
we'll post this one. My mother's gonna wonder what was fun. Okay, who's next? What post are you gonna write?
Pizza is getting very interesting.
What do you think? You did one. Who's next? What's your post?
Come choke on our cheese.
Okay. Alright, so just
What color do you
that?
want
Or do you
that?
want a picture? Color?
That's when we look at a picture of our mozzarella sticks.
Okay. Mozzarella sticks.
I feel like that might be a little
No, like
frustrating.
his one that's like
We're gonna pretend Frank actually took these pictures and that we didn't just steal them offline. Very important for your business. You don't want to take your pictures from offline. It sends the wrong message. You want to make sure you take all your own photos. So come choke on our cheese with some mozzarella sticks. All right, who's next?
You go.
Everyone's got to do one.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, do it.
Your wings.
Jeremiah,
Yes.
wings.
Come catch your tongue on fire.
They're about to fly away.
What you said?
Nothing.
About the
Nothing. I thought I was thinking out loud and I didn't want to ruin your thought process, so never mind. Keep going.
Anything. It doesn't have to be come choke on our cheese.
wing.
Try the wings.
Try the wings.
Basic.
Or else.
So basic.
Try the wings. Or else.
Do you have a picture? Do you have it on this cool color?
No, do the bold purple.
Yeah, I like purple. That's
Do
You
the
like this
regular-
one?
yeah, and it's like a picture.
All right. I can get some. What
Right
picture
there,
speaks
right
to
there.
you?
Parmesan garlic though.
Okay, right
It's
there.
the one. Alright, so go to the second one down.
Interesting.
Is that good?
That's good.
I would eat those.
I'm actually
My
allergic
dad
to
makes
chicken.
this lime and cilantro dip with wings.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I'm allergic to chicken, so I'm sorry. I can't eat chicken.
All right.
You're allergic to chicken?
So we've got try the wings.
Oh my goodness.
Who's next?
You might have somebody trying to order here in a minute.
I think my best friend and my mother follow this page. They're gonna kick out of it. They'll message me. I'm sure my phone's going off. Going, what are you doing on Frank's Pizza Parlor? I'm like, just hanging out. What do you think?
I don't know, maybe we used to do something with the price, like, why pay $2 for trash, you can play $2 for class, or something like that, I don't know.
Why pay $2 for trash when you can pay
$2.
$2 for class?
For our trash.
You put a picture in it.
Classic bowl pizza. No, it's fine.
Do you have a picture, or do you just have like a background? Or do you have a
I'm going
video?
to, but I don't know, you know how like some social media, like restaurants, they like shade other restaurants, like maybe you could do something like that.
Yeah, like make fun of all like the big corporate companies. Like, yeah, Papa John's. No, they suck.
Wendy's
Domino's.
has the best
Mm-mm.
Twitter account in the world.
Who?
Twitter. Wendy's has a good thread for that. Maybe not good. You should never trash someone else's business.
Wendy says
Just a little tidbit.
Yeah, Wendy's,
Alright, so
Wendy's
we're
has like the
gonna
best
have-
hot packs in existence.
Why pay $2 for trash when you can pay $2 for class? And we put a picture of pizza. Alright, you're next.
You put me on the spot. I cannot think of anything today.
Do you just wanna put a picture? You can look at a picture and say, hey, do this. Because sometimes pictures do tell stories.
The salads on the menu too, salad, pasta salad.
I guess you could just put what's on the menu then. Like you can put like that they don't just serve just pizza. They can put like pasta salads, all that.
Yeah, there you go.
Like pasta salad, like not just pizza, but like pasta salad, like a bunch of fingers in it. Here's like people who didn't order what we said.
Were you gonna say something?
Maybe like you could put like a picture of Frank and be like, come visit Frank. He's lonely. Or like,
Stop by and say hi.
What? Yeah.
Stop by and say hi.
All he has to occupy him is his mustache.
And there's pizza. It's not even that good. It's $2.
What if we did something with like a coupon? Like,
5 pizzas.
like a buy one get one free wings, and like you could do like,
one pizza for $2. How about
second
one
round,
pizza for
second rounds on
$1.99?
us, buy one get one free wings or something.
We're gonna use Dolly's Pizza. as
Wait,
a
no.
coupon.
Find one. It's like a coupon that says $1.99 pizza. That'd be messed up. That would actually be horrible.
$2
We
off.
accept competitor coupon.
What's your post for your coupon?
Yeah, I like that. We accept competitors' coupons, yeah.
And then put up there, we'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Competitor.
Yeah, you know, competitive tours.
Someone walks in with an Old Navy gift coupon. $25
Okay,
How fun is that?
alright, so you created Frank's Pizza Parlor, right? So we're gonna start at the beginning. Eat my food or we are going to find you. Now we're gonna go back to our list. I just wanna point out that we are, staff will be nice, call on you by your first name, friendly staff.
well, obviously they really know you if they're gonna come and find you.
For mobsters. Put in parentheses.
Now, do you
Never
think that does this speak to who Frank is?
Yes. In fact, not to who Frank is. It's actually directly from Frank.
Okay. Do you think the colors speak to what Frank's Pizza Parlor is?
Yeah, it's really calm kind of deal. You know, we want people to have a good time when they're at Frank's Pizza Parlor.
So let me ask you a question. You're on your Facebook or your Instagram and you see "Eat my food" or "We are going to find you." Are you going to go eat their pizza?
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's no
I
second
probably
thought.
would.
Yeah. Okay.
It's,
So these types of
I
posts.
was straight blocked.
Yeah.
You can't do that. They already know from the second you open. The second you open
So
whatever.
these types of posts are, we're learning, but these posts are detrimental to businesses. When you take something as simple as pizza and where it's hysterical, and if you read it, you're like, that's so funny, like, ha ha ha. But what this actually does is, first of all, the colors in your background don't speak to Frank's Parlor because you had a classic Italian music with red checkered tablecloths, and Frank is nice. Frank isn't "Eat my food or we're going to come find you." So if you were to write, "Come eat my authentic Italian organic pizza, we make it gluten-free," with a red background or with a picture of the inside of their building, this post becomes extremely more appealing. So let me show you.
I have
So
a
if
question.
you're right, go ahead.
Any other groups you show us to, will they see our stuff from today? And if you show us like any other groups, will they see our stuff that we put today or no?
Yeah. So look, if you go down, like this is a company that I work with. So yeah, you can, if you wanted to, you could go find Frank's Pizza Parlor on Facebook, and you can come give them a like. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can follow them. See what we do. So if you were to write, come in and eat my authentic Italian pizza, come and eat my authentic Italian pizza from my grandmother's kitchen, where we scoop, where we blend our own sauce with organic tomatoes. Come eat my authentic Italian pizza from my grandmother's kitchen, where we blend our own sauce with organic tomatoes. Does that sound appealing to you?
Yeah.
Do you want to eat that?
Yeah.
Now, do you see how this post that is come eat my authentic Italian pizza from, well, let's actually, my grandmother's, where we blend our own sauce with organic tomatoes, is much more appealing, even on this red background, than it is saying, eat my food now or I'm gonna come find you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna move to this one. Come choke on our cheese. So photos like this, where there's an action going on because you're pulling apart the mozzarella stick, is really, these sorts of photos are 100 times more appealing than just, you know, a picture of a mozzarella stick. Like, what picture is more appealing to you? This picture or this one?
Yeah.
That one? Now, come choke on our cheese is not the best, but you could say, come see how far you can pull your mozzarella stick apart. Or come see, you know, you can reword this. So, for example, you can do, how far can you pull your cheese apart?
Yes. That's great.
Let's see. Deep fried mozzarella sticks.
Hey, did you just change mine?
No. Should just add.
No, I just added it. So there's
Yeah,
two.
you did. You changed my come choke on our cheese.
No, come choke on my cheese is right there.
Oh,
She
okay.
made a new post.
So how far can you pull your cheese apart? Did you see how that's more appealing? More inviting? You're gonna get more interaction with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, why pay $2 for trash when you can pay $2 for class? I love where you're going with this, but using the word trash is not the best. So you could say, why pay $2 for, why,
Papa John's. Were you gonna suggest that?
Well, I paid $20 for terrible pizza when you pay $2 for amazing pizza.
Well, you can pay $2 for equally terrible pizza. See, save money.
Think positive though. Positivity sells better than negativity.
absolutely,
So try to avoid
100%.
that.
Do you have one? Why pay $2 or $20 or however many dollars? Do you know how to turn your into something positive?
No, not that.
Okay, why pay $20 for
Ordinary.
ordinary pizza
the generic.
When you can pay 2 for
Yeah.
extraordinary.
There you go, that's what I was thinking.
Perfect. When you can pay 2 for extraordinary. Do you see how we're taking the same thought process that you had on your post and we're turning it into something that we can sell? Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we'll do our last one. We accept competitors' coupons. We will make you an offer you can't refuse. This is a good post. The only issue when it comes to coupons is that you have to actually have like a paragraph to explain the coupon and then every reason on what you don't give them. Does that make sense? So if you give a coupon of $5, you can only use this coupon once and it's limited to one person per visit. And, you know,
One
valid
coupon per
through.
visit.
Yep.
You have to think about it or else people will take advantage.
Yep. So when Frank is going to do his social media, writing these really catchy and short, you know, people write these big long paragraphs on Facebook and people's attention span is less than like 5 seconds these days. So super easy, super, you know, catchy. Why pay $20 for ordinary pizza when you can pay $2 for extraordinary? And an awesome looking pizza. Can you see how you can apply this to the arcade games and the retail?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So it's the same thing on Instagram essentially. On Instagram you're focusing a lot on the picture and a little less on the words, but the words help identify the picture and how you tie it all together. Does it make sense? Does anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Alright, so we have lots of candy left.
I'm down.
You're down? Alright, we'll do some more we'll do some more questions.
Battle to the death.
Battle to the death, okay.
I like that game.
90% of Instagram users are younger than age.
13.
21,
13.
13, 18,
Well, actually, I'm gonna change mine to 35.
35,
I'm changing mine to 15.
15,
I'm paying mine 22.
22,
26.
26,
15. I would be really young.
Yeah, exactly.
9% of Instagram users are younger than 35 years old.
I knew it.
You win. Pick your candy.
Don't take that.
Visual content is more than blank times more likely to get shared on social
Wait,
media.
repeat the question, please.
Visual content, photos, videos, GIFs, is more than blank times more likely to get shared on social media.
20.
One.
Oh, did you say 20?
You can say 2, but yeah, 20.
20? 20?
25.
25?
25.
10? 40? Who said 25? You did. 40 times more likely to get shared. All right. Blank billion globe. Let me rephrase that.
I'll take that.
How many people, clearly if you listen to the first part, you'll know they're in the billions. What is the global number of social media users that are on their smartphones?
Billions.
1 billion.
1 billion?
Match up. 3 billion.
3 billion? 2.5
2.5 billion.
2.5 billion? 2 billion? 8.5? 2.56 billion people. There you go. Pick your candy.
Yeah.
No, what was your number?
Wow.
2.6. I got 3.
Alright. So we have 4 pieces.
5 pieces.
Guys, we need to get going with the next project.
Yep.
So those can stay if, you know, and that can be part of your other rewards, right?
Yep.
You know, with the tickets and stuff, we will definitely give it to those that have the most tickets in the end. All right? So, are we appreciating what we learned today?
Totally.
Put your hands for gratitude.